Showing Dominion footage at the Smoke Joke Fest. Stop supporting animal cruelty. If you're religious, would God want you to do this to animals? They put animals on the earth with us, not for us. Watch Dominion on YouTube. Watch Earthlings on YouTube. Read a good book on animal sentience. Educate yourself. You eat eggs and dairy, they blend male baby chicks up on their first day of life because they can't produce eggs. So put yourself in their shoes. If you were born a male chicken, you'd be macerated and torn into pieces just because you can't produce something for another species. If the aliens came down and they decided they wanted to eat us for dinner, what would you do then? Would you plead and beg for mercy? Would you call to God for your lives on deaf ears? Just because they don't understand your language, that gives us a right to destroy the lives of animals? Maybe one day we'll be the food. How about that? Maybe they'll put you in a 2x2 cage and forcefully breed you until you are just spent, you're worn out. You'll crush your own babies in the cage because there's so little room. You'll wallow in your own filth for months at a time just to be turned into sausage that they use from your intestines. They they grow you and then turn you into a hot dog. Is that fairness? Is that kindness? Do you really consider yourself a good person if you support this kind of thing? Don't fall for the brainwashing. Just because we're surrounded by building upon building of cruelty and death doesn't mean you have to give into it. Make your own fun. Watch a movie. Go to the museum. Go to the park. Stop supporting murder and cruelty. Animals want to live freely just like us. Animals feel pain just like us. Animals have families just like us. Why perpetuate this system on and on for years and years of forced breeding, of rape, to steal their kids and feed them to other people for a forgettable meal? Animals have lives just like us. Animals feel pain just like us. If you want to see the truth, watch Dominion on YouTube. Watch Earthlings on YouTube if you're a chicken shit that can't handle gore. You can eat it, but you can't handle watching it. You can eat it, but you can't handle watching it. How hypocritical must we be as a society to kill animals for nothing, for forgettable meals? Do animals deserve to die for us? No. Why are you in line? This is what it is. They're killing animals for you. If you don't want to support cruelty, injustice, slavery, murder, rape, kidnapping, all facets of the animal industry, then go home. You don't have to go into this nonsense. You don't have to support this outpost of the animal holocaust, of the animal slave trade. Animals deserve their lives. We don't deserve to breed them nonstop just to eat them and turn them into poop. It's bad for your health. It's bad for the environment.
Up until 2016, there were no national
And it's
standards.
bad for the animals, most importantly.
Now,
Yeah.
farms
That's
are
good.
set to the maximum outdoor density of 10,000 grams per hectare, 1 per square meter. But they still spend most of
Stop supporting products of animal cruelty. Stop supporting the animal holocaust, the animal slave trade.
popular science
Animals want to live
social
just
holiday
like us.
chickens
Animals feel pain just like us.
now have around 100 other chickens. In sheds or paddocks with thousands of other birds, their inability to maintain this present order results in chaos. The weak birds are picked on with no way to escape. Disease spreads rapidly. An outbreak of avian influenza at a New South Wales free-range egg farm in 2018 introduced classic
Maybe one day we'll stop abusing animals. Yes.
Many of the larger free-range farms also have cage farms on the same property, with the eggs from birds ending up in the same packing shed. A 2009 analysis of Egg Corporation data indicated that as many as 1 in 6 eggs sold as free-range were laid by caged or barn hens. As with caged farms, free-range hens are sent to slaughter from just 18 months of age, far short of their 10-year natural lifespan. At the slaughterhouse,
But
they are lowered into a bath of electrified water to stem them, tired of their throats.
if you want to see the truth of what happens when you commodify animals, it's right here. Dominion on YouTube.
Facing the blade through his conscience
Narrated by Joaquin Phoenix himself.
and ultimately drowning in scalding water further down the process. The slaughtered hens largely end up lower grade chicken meat products, such as mince,
How do we feel about animal cruelty?
or use of pet food
Yeah?
or
Nah.
to be fed back.
I'd say no to animal cruelty. Say no to animal slaughter. Say no to animal kidnapping. Say no to animal abuse. All normalized practices within the animal slave trade, the slaughter industry. How much of your money is really going to people who need it and not just to pockets of people that want to make a quick buck off the backs of other sentient beings? What if it were you on the chopping block? What if it were you strung up, still alive, with your neck slit open to bleed out on a sterilized tiled floor? What if it were you who had your children kidnapped so some crazy farmer could milk you? Why drink milk anyway? It's 20% pus. Look it up. They have so much pus in milk, it would disgust you. And what is cheese made from? Milk. Are their lives worth 30, 45 minutes worth of a Saturday outing? Are their lives worth it? Watch Dominion on YouTube. This is this is baby male chicks for the dairy industry. They blend them up alive just because they can't make eggs. But yeah, you see how many are packed in there? That's crazy, man. If you value freedom, if you value life, if you are religious at all, then why support the killing of sentient beings that feel pain just like us and want to live just like us? We need to fight this injustice and build something better than what we have already, because it's destroying our rainforests, it's depleting our water, it's destroying the healthcare system. Why do you think everything costs so much? Because we're eating ourselves into unhealthiness. Legumes are good, seitan is good, tofu is good. All you have to do is season everything. There's nothing special about meat that makes it tastier than anything else. You can just add spices. It's the spices, which are plants, that make the food taste good. Have you ever tried just eating raw meat or just plain unseasoned meat? No. How do you feel about animal cruelty? Nothing? No thoughts? Just stand in line for it, right? I don't care about it. It's nothing to me, right? What if it were you in their shoes? What if you were on the chopping block?
2016, there were 534 farms in Australia.
I eat dogs. I don't foster dogs.
Population of around 90 million birds. Each shed holds 40.
All right. So what's the difference between a dog and a cow? That makes it okay for us to eat cows, but not dogs.
Mortality rate is 4 to 6.
I like cats. Cats are cool.
1,500 to 30.
I'll probably eat that one later too, but you know,
Roughly 200 to 500.
it's not fat enough yet. It's not juicy enough yet. It hasn't gone through enough suffering for that sweet animal taste that we savor so much. They fear for their lives. They beg for mercy, but you can't understand what they're saying. So it means nothing to you. Just like fish. Just because the fish can't scream, just because lobsters can't scream, we ignore them. We throw them in a pot of hot boiling water. For what? For eating? We can eat something else. Why? Because animals feel pain, just like us. You have dogs. I know many of you have dogs and cats, right? You ever step on their tail accidentally or, accidentally drop something on them? They yelp. It's the same thing with a cow. Why are there festivals for the final product, but there's not slaughterhouses here in the middle of Houston? It's because they don't want you to see what goes on behind the slaughterhouses. They don't want you to associate yourselves with the animals, because if you did, you would cost them money. They use euphemisms like bacon, foie gras, pork, veal, capicola to blind you from the truth. They want to blind you from the animals suffering. Hey, stop support. If you agree, stop supporting it. You might be in line today. You might have gone out your way today, but tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow you can just eat plants. Even if not tomorrow, eventually, just get there. Stop abusing and murdering animals. Because it's not worth their lives for our taste pleasure. I've been vegan for 10 years. I haven't dropped dead from emaciation. I've actually gained more than I've been anything else. So you can thrive on a vegan diet. It's fine. Old school. If you love your pets, why not extend that love to the cows and chickens and pigs and fish? You agree? What's better than dogs? Steak, yeah. I mean, it's not worth their lives just because it's better than something. Me slapping babies in the head is better than me not slapping babies in the head. I mean, just a personal preference.
Selective breeding, lack of exercise,
Just because you like doing something, does that justify the action?
has resulted in modern broilers in bleaching of slaughter-ready waste of 3 kilograms.
How's it going? How's it going?
Their bodies have great difficulty.
There's no such thing as free-range chicken. All chickens suffer and die at the end of their cycle, which is about 35 days for a 5-year lifespan. This is chickens in free-range farms. If you value freedom, if you have pets, if you don't want blood on your hands, then go vegan. Stop supporting the animal holocaust and animal slavery. Chickens, cows, pigs, fish, goose, geese, lambs, goats, they all want to live just like us. They all have families just like us. They all feel pain just like us. It's scientifically proven. If you support this, you'll support anything. This is the most egregious rights violations going on in our society today. By the trillions. We steal fish from the oceans by the trillions, and we suffocate them for sushi, for fish sticks. Such petty things. A whole being's life is stolen from them for our whims. Is that fair?
Depopulation occurs in low light conditions in the middle of the night, when the birds are calmest and unable to see what's happening. They are typically caught by hand.
And if the animals' lives don't sway you, think about the slaughterhouse workers. They suffer from PTSD, anger issues, alcoholism, drug abuse, just for us to get some food that we can replace with plants. Free the animals. Stop supporting the animal holocaust. Stop supporting zoos. Stop supporting rodeos. Stop wearing leather. How do you feel about animal cruelty?
Jews actually help the reproduction of extinct animals.
Yeah, but we're the ones that's causing the extinction by eating eating our rainforests away. So yeah, zoos can be good, but ultimately animals want to be free. Animals want to live freely. They want to grow with their families. And the problem is some of these animals wouldn't even exist. The cows we eat today are not products of nature. We have bred them and genetically modified them to get us the best possible product. Is that humane? Is that something born out of kindness? If you have any sense of empathy, if you call yourself an empath or anything like that, put yourself in their shoes. Are you so bereft of basic compassion that you can't empathize with a being that's just a little bit different from you?
Guys,
Why should their lives be worth less than our pets or even our own lives? Just because they aren't intelligent or don't speak our same language, they don't look like us. What what system did that used to be, the norm for? Slavery. We enslaved a whole people, and not just black people, everyone that was different.
Joshua.
Hitler went on a rampage, killing Jews, gays, blacks, anybody that was different from his design. So how are we any better if the only reason that we continue to force breed by the millions, torture, enslave, and kidnap animals for food? How are we any different than, a 1930s Nazi?
Much the same way as broilers, with 10 to 14,000 per shed, equating to 6 cookies per square meter.
What is it about humans that make us so much more superior than our fellow sentient beings that share this planet with us?
Artificial lighting.
They are not here with, they are not here for us. They are here with us.
They rapidly reach away from legs to months.
Just like dogs and pet turtles and cats and fish. They're here with us. How do you feel about animal cruelty? Why support it? You don't think that it's yummy? I mean, does taste pleasure justify immorality? Well, I mean, if you don't know, why support it? You should kind of, avoid an action if you're not sure about it. Do you drive into an intersection on a red light, all reds, if you aren't sure there's no cars coming? The food chain. Go vegan.
Living in their own ways, humans can quickly
Animals want to live just like you and me. Animals feel pain just like you and me. They dream just like us. Our DNA is about 70% of the same DNA of a zebrafish, probably 90% for a pig that you're about to eat. So if it were us in there on the grill, covered in gristle, eating humans, you wouldn't be able to distinguish it from a pig. That's how close we are to them.
On average rate of 3 to 5% for females near the end of their 12-week lifespan in the shed, and 10 to 12% for males near the end of their 16-week lifespan.
Watch Dominion on YouTube. Watch Earthlings on YouTube if you want to be
The blood groups are
exposed
collected in
to
like
the ills of animal commodification. Animals are not things, they are beings, as in they have a person inside of that body that can conceptualize the life that they're living. They know when they're feeling pain, they know when they're feeling love,
the rest
they
are
know when you pet
classified
them, they remember when you hurt them. Even fish remember when you hurt them. They're smarter. They're smarter than pseudoscience would have you believe. There's no humane way to take a life. There's no humane way to take a life of someone that wants to live. Put yourself in their shoes.
Hey, question. Is sponsored general admission different than regular general admission?
4 to 5 million are killed every year in Australia, most of which is purchased and consumed around Christmas. For the rest of the year, or even for years at a time, they are frozen.
Stop supporting animal cruelty. Stop supporting the animal holocaust. Ducks. Definitely don't eat foie gras. They force tubes into ducks' mouths until their liver is covered with fat. And then they slaughter the ducks for something disgusting, like a fatty liver. Foie gras. Fat liver. Liver fat. A euphemism. If you disagree with animal cruelty, if you disagree with corporations spending billions to force behaviors from the masses, then go vegan. If you disagree with animals writhing in pain while they're still alive, bleeding out on the chopping floor, go vegan. If you like beans, if you like tofu, if you like broccoli, if you like being healthy, go vegan. If you like having enough water for the next generations, if you like having rainforests that sequester carbon for us so we can breathe, go vegan. Man, you go ahead. You go ahead. I don't know how much longer you got to do it, so you have fun. Go vegan. Stop supporting animal cruelty.
Or surface water is available. That's the float belongs to it.
Put your ethos over your egos. If you believe in morality, if you believe in rationality, if you believe in logic, then everything would dictate to you that you should not be eating animals or supporting their commodification. It only ends badly for us. We can enjoy it now, but the ones that come after us, if you have progeny, if you got kids, they aren't going to have that much long to enjoy what we're enjoying. It might come later after we're gone, but why leave that legacy? Why not say I help you have a better life? Why be complicit in the destruction of our planet? Why be complicit in the murder of animals?
Jesus loves you, my friend.
Does he love the animals though? I mean, he's letting us kill them wantonly by the trillions.
Living in their own way and the resulting high levels of ammonia can cause painful burns and exacerbate wounds.
They've cordoned off Discovery Green for red meat and slaughter. Isn't that crazy? There's so much blood behind these walls in Discovery Green. I mean, there's scientific studies that says red meat is a class 1 carcinogen. So I don't know if cancer helps you think better, but if it does, maybe we should all be dumb. How do we feel about animal cruelty? Yes? Is that a yes? Yes, animal cruelty? I mean, I say no. Let's take the right path. Let's move on to the next day with kindness and compassion, right? If you believe in a higher power or a Christian God or what have you, there's common tenets that say love your neighbor. Animals are on the same planet with us, right? So they're our neighbors. These birds that are flying around, what would you call them? Just things in the air? They're with us on this planet to live their lives free from interference from us for food, for a 10-minute meal that you'll forget about and turn into poop. I mean, that's what it is, right? You're stealing their lives for it. If that. Some of you don't, you're supposed to be 2 times a day regular. If you're just eating meat, no fiber, you're having troubles. So veganism is better for your health, it's better for the animals, better for the planet, and it's easy to do. It's just simple as grabbing the soy milk and not the pus milk. Start tomorrow. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, hey, as long as you stick to it. I know I can't change people on the spot, but I mean, at least not on this. Hey, and yeah, it's a smoke. It's the joke fest. Why celebrate and perpetuate a system of violence, rape, murder, torture, kidnapping, when you can easily eat something else? Just have a story to tell your friends when you go back to work on Monday. I went to the Houston Southern Smoke Fest. I ate a whole bunch of ribs, ate a whole bunch of sausage. Woo! Congratulations. And what about the animals? Do they get their woo? Do they get their fun? Do they get to tell their story? They're dead, slaughtered, eviscerated into parts indistinguishable from their original bodies. Do you think chicken legs just come from nothingness? That is a torn off limb of a living being that suffered for you. I see you smirking. Do you have a okay? Does that make it okay? They got yeah. All right. I mean, so by that token, I could just flip you over, just and smack you on the head just because I enjoy it, just because it's fun. I won't because I'm a pacifist right here, But why should we support animal abuse, animal murder, animal slaughter, animal rape when we ourselves are animals? We are destroying our evolutionary cousins. This is the slaughter fest. You want to eat animals and support cruelty, this is the place to be.
Like humans, cows are strong, independent beings who form close bonds with their young and must give birth in order to produce milk. On dairy farms, they are forcefully impregnated every year to keep this milk flow, usually by artificial insemination rather than natural, which requires
Don't support the dairy industry.
cows to hold their cervix
They,
in
I
place.
mean, we're born into it. I mean, so I guess that's a reaction you got to give. But you can change. We have intelligence. We have morality. We have reasoning. We don't have to be what our parents were. We don't have to be what society tells us to be. We can choose kindness. We can choose benevolence. We can choose freedom for all beings. Why not?
Over the days,
It only benefits us in the end.
the mothers fell out day and night, searching for their calves. They're known to grieve for days and weeks.
You're standing in line to eat.
The male
How much
calves
fun is that?
are
In 2024, this is what we've grown a society around. Walking around, standing in line, and eating at the expense of others' lives. Is that truly the best that humanity has to offer? Is that all we could imagine? Is that all the creativity we have? Stabbing someone across the throat and eating whatever comes out of it?
stars, justice for affection.
You should get a fucking hand.
Mothers look every time to start but they'll be killed the following morning.
Mother cows cry out for their babies when they're stolen from them. They feel pain. Their babies need their mother's milk, but the farmers steal them from the cows for more profit. Is that fair? What if someone just came to your birthing room and took your child right from under your arms? I mean, how do you feel about that? Is that fairness? Is that kindness? We need the love of a mother. We need mother's milk just like they do. So why is it fair that we steal children from their mothers to drink milk when we're a completely different species? We stopped breastfeeding at around 1 year old or so, but somehow we're still eating the products of milk. We're still drinking, you know, boba tea, ice cream, all this stuff. And it doesn't come cheap. It comes at the cost of a whole being's life that is bred into existence, forcefully bred into existence, just to be slaughtered. How do you feel about that? Bad, good, good, bad. Not a great, not a good thing. I wouldn't support it then.
Around
You know,
700,000 male calves
we got plenty of alternatives now. We got seitan, we got tofurkey, tofu.
small numbers
We got about 5 different vegan restaurants over here. If you've ever been to Cascabel, Corny Vibes, Green Seed Vegan, Godiva, all of those are great places to go. Anything would be better than cruelty.
calves were also kept isolated.
You got your tickets today, but tomorrow it'll be a new day. To start afresh. Goes in. Watch Dominion on YouTube to see the truth. Watch Earthlings on YouTube if you want the sweet dulcet tones of Joaquin Phoenix in your ear without the gore.
Two or three times
Animals want to live just like us.
cows are
Animals feel pain just like us. Animals have lives and families just like us. You might think standing in this line is torture in a small little space that you can't move in, but farrowing pigs, mother pigs, don't even get that. They get a small box that they have to live the entirety of their lives in until they're slaughtered, forced bred over and over until they can no longer conceive,
sometimes more milk than they naturally would.
just for sausage, just for bacon, for whatever other euphemism we want to use. Yeah. Long lines. Getting longer. If you wouldn't eat a dog or you wouldn't eat a cat, why would you eat a cow or a chicken or a pig? What's the difference between cows and chickens and pigs, compared to cows? I mean, compared to dogs and cats. What's the difference? That lets us eat, farm animals and not our pets. How do you feel about that, Broseph? Animal cruelty, how do you feel? I don't know. Hey, that seems to be the response of the day today. I mean, we shouldn't be supporting this. You know what I'm saying?
Natural mating in the history also. Calves raised for beef are subjected to a
If you
variety
value freedom, if you value, sentience, logic, basic kindness, empathy, then don't support animal cruelty. Don't support the animal holocaust. Don't support the animal slave trade. This is just a guise for profit on the lives and the backs of others. If this was truly an act of altruism, the chefs in here that came from Chicago or New York or whatever would chop off their own arms and legs and sell those for profit. But no, they're taking a bit out the pot. You're helping them help you to kill your planet, to kill yourselves, and most importantly, to kill other beings that did nothing wrong to you. If your neighbor took your lawnmower and didn't return it, by all means, go over there and eat them. But these cows and chickens and pigs, they didn't even do that to you. They were just forcefully bred into a system of violence. How do you feel about animal cruelty? Yeah, nothing. Just breeze, light breeze. All right. Stop supporting the slaughter, the murder, the kidnapping, and the rape of sentient beings. They run from the bolt gun. They run from the smell of the blood of the person that was just destroyed in front of them. They fear being killed just like we fear it. Animals don't deserve to be commodified just like we don't deserve to be commodified. See, you agree? What this state? What you about to eat in here? Beer? All right, bet. Hey, sounds like a plan. Yeah, some of them. Some of them. You got to be careful. Some of that have like isinglass and fish bladder and stuff in them.
That'd be weird ass beer to have fish bladder.
I mean, we drink it. You ever check the label on a beer? They filter it. They filter through fish bladders.
Spent the last 10 to 15% of their lives constantly preparing food lots, where they are fattened up with grain before slaughter at 18 months of age.
They treat pigs just like they treated the Jews in Nazi Germany. They send them to gas chambers. Yeah, that's what they do. They send them to carbon monoxide gas chambers. Yeah, but just because you like it doesn't mean their lives are worth it. We got lab meat on the way. We got fake bacon. We got faking. We got Impossible Whoppers. We got seitan. How do you feel about animal cruelty? Yes, no, maybe so. You don't know? Well, I can say it is wholly something that we should not be participating in, especially as black people, because it's just a parallel to slavery that they had us in about 405 years ago.
They are forced into knockbacks for which they were justified by the state.
How would you like it if some Javier Bardem looking motherfucker just came over to you and bolt gunned you in the head and then sliced your throat open and cut you into pieces and put you on ice and packaged you up and sold you to market? Is that fairness? Is that kindness? No. Javier Bardem was a psychopath in No Country for Old Men. You're supporting the acts of psychopathy. And then after they're both gunned in the head, they're still sometimes alive, so they can feel every bit of the slaughter that they're going through. Is that fair?
The captive bolt gun is the most common method of stunning cats, but the smaller guns, especially, are often ineffective against such large animals, causing only pain and limited mobility, but not unconsciousness.
How do you feel about animal cruelty? Yeah. Give me a look like, oh, God, he's over here exposing me to things I don't want to learn about. He's showing me strange things that I'm actively paying for. How dare he?
A rifle is a less common alternative. In addition to witnessing the animals before them being stunned, killed, sometimes even the
How's it
processing,
going?
in most cases there are
How do we
also
feel about
those
animal
who
cruelty?
feed their fate in the next room. For
How's it
cows
going?
slaughtered while
Go
pregnant,
vegan.
the blood from their unborn calves, known as
I
fetal
mean, you might as well, man.
or fetal bovine
What else you got going on?
great value to the pharmaceutical industry, fetching around $600 per liter.
How do you feel about animal
The
slaughter?
hides of cows and bobby calves are sent to
I mean,
canneries
you're the one that's putting them through it, so it's not a them or me situation. It's a me situation.
There's a common misconception
Yeah,
that
you're
rubber
right.
is a byproduct of the meat industry intended to reduce waste. It is far more accurate to say that it is a co-product.
I just
Sometimes
expect
more
some less than apathy from my fellow Houstonians. You know, we've been through Harvey. We see other people suffering through hurricanes, but then here we are the next day supporting an egregious slaughter of innocent animals by the millions. Where's your compassion for the innocent? Where's your empathy for the innocent?
As cows are considered sacred by the Hindu religion, their slaughter is illegal in 24 of India's 29 states. To be legally slaughtered for leather, they must first be transported hundreds or thousands of kilometers from one of the 5 exempt states or across the border to Bangladesh. Depending on the route and the number of animals, sometimes in the thousands, much of this transport can occur on foot. In preparation, many have shoes nailed into their feet and ropes threaded tightly through their noses. Exhausted, starving, and thirsty, many collapse along the way. Compelled to stand by having their nose ropes pulled and their tails broken.
Is it fair that we're destroying our planet
With sticks or
for the
having
people that
their
come after
covered up
us?
to their
Is it fair that we're teaching them to fill their bodies with carcinogens and antibiotics?
their fornication and guiding each other in their own occupation.
Is it fair that we are forcing animals into
Those
slavery,
delivered to the slaughterhouse were
that we're
killed by
torturing them,
vampires and
that we're slaughtering them without any kind of anesthetic or any kind of stunning, that we're macerating babies alive for omelets and cake? Is that fairness? Is that kindness? Would you call yourself an empathetic and compassionate human? Would you call yourself a good human at all? If you support the torture, murder, and rape of other beings, can you call yourself a good person?
Crowds, schools, and rules are physically provoked for entertainment of spectators in some 240 radio events held across Australia every year. Normally quite docile animals, they enjoy trails distance electric products. And other physical abuse behind the scenes.
Watch Darius Scary on YouTube. Watch Dominion on YouTube. Watch Earthlings on YouTube. If you want to see the truth of the consequences of treating animals like things instead of the sentient beings that they are. Animals are not your fundraisers. Animals are not your foodie hobbies. Animals are not your wine pairings. Animals are here with us, not for us. They're sentient beings with the right to life of